Good, y'all. So today we're just gonna do a little a little breakdown on the charts for the week. We're gonna see where price is looking to go. We're gonna start with gold. So as you can see here, we are leaving 50% of a weekly fair value gap. You see all the damage was done. Was that the last week and the week before that? It tapped here, became became running down. So now we look here. This was last week when price created this daily fair value gap and then tapped 50% of it. So from this point, we're looking to go bearish. So the play will come from, well, my play will come from this 2 hour fair value gap. So either price is going to disrespect this 2 hour fair value gap right here. Let's see. It's going to disrespect this gap, retest 50%, and I'm looking to take it all the way down to this 2 hour. I'm looking to take it all the way down here. And that would be a good play to start the week. And even then, we can have another one holding a small position from here once it hits this 2 hour. This is not only a 2 hour fair value gap, this is a balanced price range. So it's looking to go bearish from here. That's why I said taking it from here to here. But for some reason, price decides to break under there. And we're doing the same thing, waiting for the retest, waiting for the break, waiting for the retest, taking it to these lows, where liquidity lies. These lows here, coming to these lows here, these lows here. So all in all, we're looking bearish, but like I said, it's the balanced price range, right under price. So could disrespect, you didn't say, but what I'm talking about, come right here, tap into this balanced price range, shoot back up. He doesn't want to do that. Then we're gonna continue getting bearish momentum. We're gonna come target these lows. We got a whole bunch of lows behind price, under price. Can't see them, they all the way over here. All the way over there. All these lows here. But if we're looking for short-term lows, then we'll be looking for 1, 2, or 3. So that's gold. Looking bearish. Watch out for that BPR right under price. Literally sitting right under price. Literally, price is here. That BPR is here. Market is not opened yet. It's what, 2:39. Market opens at 5. 5, yeah. I don't know, 5, 6, whichever. I think it's 5. I don't care. But once that opens, it'll either gap up or get down. And that'll give us a better understanding of what price wants to do for the week. But even then, it's Sunday. Rarely do I take trades on Sunday. Rarely do I take trades on Monday. But when I do, it's a 5% instead of 10% risk. I usually target 1 to 3, and I'm going for at least 10% risk on a day, except if it's a Monday. If it's a Monday, I'm looking for 5% because Monday are manipulation days. The market is still getting back on track from what happened over the weekend. Whatever Trump said, whatever happened around the world, market is still getting back on track from now on Mondays. So Mondays are also my most unprofitable days. So knowing that, I target only looking for 5% risk. So if I lose 5% that day, I'm okay. It's cool. If I win 5% that day, okay, it's cool. So usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is when I'm doing full risk, 10%. But a lot of people are not going to teach you that. They're not going to teach you 10%. Some people teach you 2%, 3%, 5%. But the way I look at it is if I'm sitting here and I'm investing all this time and energy into learning and understanding my risk management, then why would I try to aim for so little? Because even then, if you're risking 10%, if you're risking 10% on a trade, let's say you're risking 10%. If you have 100% of your capital, that means it takes you 10 different losses in a row to liquidate your entire account. If you're losing 10 times in a row, you need God. You need God because you don't know what you're doing. You get back on demo trading. You need to get more practice in there. But losing 10 times in a row is crazy. So we're gonna go to silver. So silver, where we at? Silver. I just marked this up a couple minutes ago. We are actually here in this weekly inverse fair value gap. So price broke above, came back top 50. We're still sitting inside. So from here, price will tell us what it wants to do. This will give us a great understanding if price wants to go up or if price wants to go down. Because if you see here, we also have another inverse fair value gap. It's a daily inverse fair value gap. So price can be broke here above 50%, disrespected it, created an inverse fair gap. This was the daily fair value gap. Price broke above it, created an inverse fair value gap. Waiting for that top of 50%. Sorry, waiting for that top of 50% and the expansion upward. But if we don't get that, this is what we're looking at. Because then again, looking here from the weekly, it's showing bearish, right? From the daily, showing bearish. But we have this here. We have this here. So price could either run to 50% here, span upwards, or we can get price running here, 50%, span upwards. Or price run here, disrespect this, 50% downward. We got lows here. Actually, we got relative equal lows here. Come get those lows. Come get these lows. And these here. Here, here, same thing. So then again, like I said, it's Sunday, waiting for price to let me know what it wants to do rather than trying to jump the gun and try to predict what price wants to do, because that's how you get messed up. You don't want to predict nothing. You want to sit down, sit back, let price show you where it wants to go. Because at the end of the day, we can mark up, we can make all the analysis we want. By the end of the day, price going to do what it wants to do. So days going to be wrong, days going to be right. But at the end of the day, it's just up to you to just execute on your strategy and what you know, win or lose. So now we got Nas. Everybody who knows what Nas been doing, Nas been on this crazy. Matter of fact, let me go to the weekly so you can see it. This is what Nas been looking like lately. This is what Nas looking like lately. Ran these lows to liquidity from there. Took liquidity from here. These major weekly lows and got up out of there. Look where we at. We broke this structure. And we out. And we out. So honestly, I'm not looking for anything other than bullish momentum. Looking for bullish entries on Nas this week. And I'm not really concerned on the shorter, smaller time frame noise. I'm looking more at this daily because I see there's a daily fair value gap here, closest thing that's higher time frame, and it's also in agreement with the bullish entry, with my bullish entry that I'm seeking. So we see here on this daily, all I'm looking for price to do, it's not that hard for price to do. As you can see, you see these huge candles here, you see these huge candles. It could come tap this in one candle, come tap it in two candles, 1 day or 2 days, 3 days, it doesn't matter. But I'm looking for price to come back and tap this 50% of the daily fair value gap and get up out of there. This is what I'm hoping it does. I'm not saying it's going to do. This is what I'm hoping it does, and stays in agreement with the bullish structure that has been maintained this entire time. But if for some reason that it decides not to do that, I'm still gonna have an entry. Because if it disrespects that, taps 50%, look what we got right under price. Look what we got right under price. Look for my entry inside of there. It's got a weekly fair value gap. So either way, if price disrespects that, look for it. Go bullish from here. If he does respect this, I'm looking to get in here, take it up. So at least these highs, new all-time highs here. Take most of my positions off and let it ride, however long you want to go. But that's the play on GJ. We on GJ. So we sitting in a weekly right now. Weekly bullish fair value gap. 50% has already been tapped. Price ran all the way down here this week, last week. Now it's all the way up here. So I'm thinking they just wanted to grab some more liquidity before it continues bullish. Because GJ is looking very bullish. GJ is looking very bullish. GJ is looking very bullish. Very, very bullish. We had this crazy drop in February, but look at it now. Look at it. Even that, look at that wick. Meaning it was here at one point in time, and now it's all the way above here. And this is on the weekly time frame, by the way. This is not no 5 minute, 15 minute wick. This is a weekly time frame wick. Price was all the way down here, came all the way up here. And look where it's closing this out of last week. A weekly fair value gap. It didn't disrespect it. It respected it. It ran all the way down here, respected it. So I'm looking bullish. But even then, we have this above price. Price could do one or two things. Same thing I'm looking for everywhere else. Break here, 50%, man, 50% down. But I'm looking bullish because as you can see here, we got price ran on stops, ran these stops here, stole liquidity right here, broke structure here. It broke this structure, created a gap. Run on stops, break the structure, gaps. Send this out as weekly gap. So honestly, I'm looking for mostly to not saying you can't tap 50% here and then shoot down, but I'm looking for a break 50% of this daily fair value gap. Come back, tap 50%, expand upwards. Got these highs here. Are we at new all-time highs on GJ? Are we? It looks like we are. Yeah. No, we are not. So we got these highs here, got highs all the way up here. It's a matter of time. What price shows us where it wants to go. That's what I'm looking at for this week. I'm only looking at these, not looking at oil, Bitcoin. Usually am, but taking it slow this week, just looking at those. And we'll go from there and see what price is wanting to do. That's it. That's all.